Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, and I'm back again to preview some projects that have recently arrived in my shop. We'll take a look at what the folks are sending in for service and repair. If I know a little bit of the story on the reel, I will certainly try and let you know about that. And we'll take a look at which ones are going to be candidates to do videos on. And if I have done a video on that already, I'll let you know so that you can search my library if you're looking for a video on how to service and repair the pieces. Well, this is becoming a little bit of a theme. I'm getting a couple of reels coming in from some folks that have purchased them on eBay, and then they send them to me for service. Now, that kind of rings true in two regards. One, they got something from eBay and it wasn't all that they had hoped it would be. Maybe it wasn't working and they asked me to repair it. And in other cases, sometimes they just know that the reel is used. They don't know what the interior of the reel is like, and so they just ask the eBay seller, or sometimes they forwarded it to me, but they ask the eBay seller just to send it to me and have me tune it up before they even take possession of it. So kind of an interesting little thing that's going on. Just thought I'd let you know. What I'd also like to let you know is if you can subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. I appreciate almost the 19,000 that have signed up already. And you're what keeps this channel going. Your desire to see how fishing reels are serviced, how they're taken apart and come together. And then, of course, the feedback and that comes through the channel itself. Well, the first one comes in from Steve. He's out in Idaho. And not quite sure what we have here. They deal with an awful lot of reels. And this one is going to be an Abu. It's a left-handed reel. It's an Ambassadeur. Trying to figure it out. 6601 C4. That is a reel that is made in Sweden, not in China. And wow. Well, we got something that's not working here. The free spool release does not work. There's a grind. I suspect that the grind is because the free spool release does not work. I've done quite a few Abu Ambassadors. I'll take a look and see if I actually have that one. The reason I say that is that there's a lot of folks that'll just search on the model number. So in this case, it's a 6601 C4. And I may have done the 6600. It's the right-hand drive of this reel, but they don't search that. And I've done an awful lot of Ambassadors. For example, I might have done the 5501, which is pretty much the same reel except for a narrower chassis. And they don't search on that as well. So I'll see if I have the time. If I do, I don't mind adding to my service videos. And if that one is going to help somebody do it themselves, well, that's kind of what this channel is all about, how to do it yourself. The next one comes in from Florida. It comes in from Thomas. Florida is a hot spot, of course. There's very few states that have the diversity of fishing that Florida does. And I do have a lot of folks that send me reels from Florida. And it's everything from, well, they're bass fishing in the lakes or the rivers. I'm getting the low-profile bait casters and spin fishing reels. And if they're out in the Gulf or the ocean going for big game, well, I get those too. So let's see what Thomas has sent here. And here's an old one. This is a nice one. This is an Alsato, and I have not done this one. This is an Italian-made reel. Orvis had some reels made by them, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't done one of these. They're fun little reels, and I will certainly try to make it a point to do this reel as part of the videos that I have up online. So that's one, and I'm not sure if this is the second one or if this is something else. Always kind of like Christmas Day when I get some of these. Yep, this is the same, missing the badge, but we know it's made in Italy. This one has a, well, it has a missing bail screw. And we're going to have to see if we can find one that has that thread. If not, we're going to have to find if there's a way to kind of put that back together. It doesn't have a line guide either. If you notice on this one, there's a line guide there. It's a little ferrule. This is missing. Oh, I see what it is. So this one had a through screw on the nut here. And this one is missing that. Well, I think we might be able to figure out a way and see if we can help them with those two reels. A lot of fun on those two. I'll definitely make a video on the one of them. Sometimes you got to get creative with these old reels. Sometimes, well, the parts are just no longer available. You know, we can search and see if we can find them, but I don't hold out a lot of hope for that. Well, this one's coming in from Nebraska, so we're kind of getting around the United States here. We've been in Idaho, Nebraska, Florida. I'm over here in New Jersey. These reels are getting a tour of the country. Well, we've got a big one here. We've got a Penn 60 Long Beach reel. I think this one's just coming in for service. It's a little stiff. That usually indicates that there's some old or dried grease in it. I have a lot of videos on the Penn 60, 65s. A lot of the mechanisms inside the reel are pretty much standard. They've just changed the casing, the spool widths, things like that. So I probably will not do the video on that one. Brett has sent it along, and I'll get that one out there, make sure it gets a second chance. This one's pretty heavy. It's coming, well, it's kind of hard to see where that's coming from. Hollywood. There you go. Hollywood, California. So we've made the West Coast, made the Southeast Coast, made the center of the country. What's left? Let's find out about this one. We have a Penn reel. I kind of find it interesting that there's a lot of folks that have Penn reels out in California that can't find the service. Not sure what this is. Oh, we have a broken main gear in our reel. We have a big one here. This is the Penn 49. This is the Mariner series. This is not the Super Mariner. The Super Mariner, well, it is the Super Mariner. It's missing the second lever. So one of these levers controls the free spool for casting. That would be this one. And then there's an anti-reverse override level. And of course that lever is missing. But I think we'll be able to work that out. I'll check it out. Maybe there's some parts in here. There's something in the bottom here. Oh, and we have another reel. Here we go. We have a Berkeley 412. And this one is pretty tight. I'm going to think that I have the handle in there. That's probably the one that's missing that has the broken gear. All right, so we'll see what we can do with those. I know I can get the 49 back running again on that Berkeley. I'm not quite sure. That'll be parts dependent, and if it's a main gear, I probably will not be able to do that. Well, if you have any questions on these reels or any reels in particular, and if you leave them in the comment section, I will try to answer those questions for you as best I can. And if I don't know the answer, I will try to direct you to a source that can provide either additional information or the answers to your questions. Maybe you're working on a reel and you're stuck. If that's the case, maybe I can get you unstuck. I've worked on an awful lot of reels, and I'm happy to provide you with that information. Well, this one comes from Rhode Island, so I think we've made the journey around the country. This is an Ocean City 167. It's a big reel, but it's not their big game series reel. This is about a 6.0 size reel, maybe a 5.0, and seems to be working okay. But if you thought getting service, somebody to be able to service a Penn reel, we'll try and find somebody that can service a reel like this. But I enjoy doing it. Ocean City actually was the genesis of Penn reels. The fellow who went out and formed Penn reels had worked at Ocean City before he worked at Penn, and he had a goal in mind. His goal was to provide an inexpensive reel because the Ocean City reels were so expensive and basically only sold to the elite. All right, well, this one's coming in from Catskill, New York. This, I think, is probably one of these that got redirected from eBay, and I'll try and find out what we have here. Oh, I think this looks like, well, it is, yeah. I was going to say a Fluger rocket, but it's not. It's the Shakespeare service. And this one has a code of GE. That's in 1941, if I remember my codes. Shakespeare has a secret decoder list. It's not hard, just go out on the internet and find it. But it tells you to line the letters up with the numbers, and that'll tell you when it was made. The G is starts 4, so that's 1940. And the E is 6. So this is right after the post-war, I guess, 41. E is 6. And that says it was made right after World War II. And it appears to be as if it hasn't been lubricated since 1946. No, I'm only joking there. But otherwise, it seems like it's in pretty good condition. I think we'll do that as a project reel. So for those of you that are interested in seeing any of these videos, please leave a note, and I will try to get to them. And I'll try to do them in kind of an order so that we can get these all turned around and back out fishing again. So again, if you haven't subscribed, I would ask you to do so. I appreciate each and every subscription that's out there. Use the notification button, and you'll see when I post the videos. And as you see, there's a wide array of videos here, some classic reels, some new reels, and everything in between. So if you're a first responder and essential personnel, thank you for everything it is that you've been doing to keep us safe. And to all, please stay safe, stay well, and stay watching. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Have a great day.